Fred, what was your take from your defensive performance to just their shot-making ability? Was it more them just making crazy shots, or you guys leaving something to be desired?
I mean, listen, that's a really good team. That's very hot right now, as hot as any team in the league, and they are shot makers. They are tough shot makers, and the one thing we said is you can't let it deflate you. The ones that hurt you are the transition ones. Those are the ones that you can test them in the half court. If they make those all game, you shake their hand and you move on. But I thought we had a couple plays where we rushed it in the paint, went up 1 foot, fell down, and that's what got them out in transition. Bryce had a really good one where he pump fake, got Queen up in the air, and got himself to the free throw line. But I thought we were rushed at the rim. We talked about making smart plays at the rim, and I thought that fueled their break a little bit. But again, that's a really good basketball team. Queen coming off whatever it was, 29 and 15 in his last one, and certainly we missed Burke out there, for size on him. I thought our guys battled, but that size, length, skill set that he has, that's hard to battle when you're down one of your 6'10" guys. And then Andrew's fourth foul was you guys saw it. It was not a good call, and we found a good formula with Andrew. We were getting the ball, we were running short pick and roll actions and getting it to the pocket, and Andrew was going to work on the cleared side, and that hurt us when he picked up that fourth. And it's part of it though. Those things happen. You got to keep battling. You got to keep fighting. Now that Bryce had an unbelievable look after that timeout. It hit every part of the rim, didn't go in. You can't ask for a better look or a better shot. I mean, that thing was halfway down, and unfortunately just didn't fall. That would have cut it to 1. But again, those things happen. It can't deflate us. It's been a while since we've lost, and we have to handle it the right way. We got to get back to work tomorrow. Got a big game coming up on Sunday. It's going to be a mental day tomorrow with a lot of guys playing a lot of minutes, and 2 guys that did not participate this morning in our film session or our walkthrough with Connor and with Bryce. Those guys are not feeling very well, and I'm proud of Bryce going on. He battled his ass off, 38 minutes. Connor, he obviously had some good looks. He had a couple that were halfway down, but he was struggling, and was really kind of a game time decision, and went out and battled it out. But it's a tough one. We haven't lost in a while, and we got to respond. And what happened last time we lost can't happen again. We cannot afford to go on a streak right now.
At what point did you know Connor and Bryce were going to be good to go? I know that was iffy leading up.
Yeah, I mean, we Bryce at the shoot around, he participated in about half of it, and then he sat down. The biggest thing was low energy and fatigue and body aches. That's really what they were experiencing. And I know there's so much going around right now, and I got a call this morning from our trainer that Bryce had reached out, and he had a tough night, didn't sleep, had chills pretty much all night long, and came in, got an IV before the game, and said he was good to go. Connor, again, you could see it in his face. I thought he was really flushed in his face, and it's hard to go out there and play against a team with those kind of athletes and those kind of shot makers when you're not 100%. But I'm proud of those guys for giving it an effort, and hopefully it doesn't go out through the team. We're doing some preventative things right now to hope it doesn't spread throughout the group.
You talked about just the things you were dealing with this illness, and then Berke being out, Andrew being out with 4 fouls, but to still have every chance to win that game. I mean, it's a loss, but as far as just keeping the morale going in a home loss, is that about as good as you could ask for?
I mean, this had nothing to do with effort. I thought our guys played hard. They battled, and we'd faced, like I said, probably the hottest team in the league right now. That's, I want to say, 6 or 7 for that team right now. They're only lost. They had a double-digit lead at Ohio State. So this team's rolling. We had our chances. We were right there at the end. Same thing when we played at their place a couple weeks ago. We cut that thing back down to 1 possession at the end, and we tied it actually, and we couldn't get the stop when it mattered. And so we're hanging with the best team. And I've said this before, guys. You can play well in this league and lose. And I know I'm going to go back in the film. There's going to be some things we need to get better at, but there's also some possessions where we guarded really well, and they made a tough shot.
What gives you confidence that the response is going to be better this time around after a loss compared to last time?
Yeah, I do have confidence in our guys, and I do think they're hurt, but they're not deflated. And, you could see that in the locker room. And that's our job, is to get their spirits back up and to prepare the right way and have a great day of prep tomorrow, get after it a little bit on our travel day on Saturday, and go out and play well in a tough place to play. So, we get opportunity to spend time with each other, just like we did when we went out west. We're going to stay on the road and travel to Penn State the day after we play Northwestern. We'll stay overnight in Chicago, practice at Northwestern, and then hit the road and hopefully play well. But, it's an important stretch for all these games are. And when we got 6 left, we're going to have to play well in all these to give ourselves a chance and hopefully put ourselves in a good position.
Talking about the importance that you guys talk about a lot of not getting deflated when teams are hitting shots. Just how did you see guys from that perspective when Maryland was hitting something?
Yeah, again, I thought we continued to battle. I mean, certainly we'll go back and watch the film and see what we could have done better. But they made 1 3 in the second half, and they only shot 4. So they got the ones at the rim. Again, the transition ones. Those are the ones that hurt you. They're the best big-to-big passing team, I think, in the country. I mean, that play Reese made to Queen when he caught it with his left hand and just flicked it, to Queen was an unbelievable play. And we got our hands on some balls. We just, couldn't quite come up with them. But overall, again, I thought we played with tremendous effort. I thought we played with some toughness. Being down our best rebounder and probably our best post defender, that hurt. That was a factor. But, again, it may happen again in the next game. We'll see how he's doing tomorrow. But, maybe without him again. So we are where we are, and we got to go out there and fight.
How do you think you kind of use the last road trip out west to kind of use as like a teaching point for this road trip? And kind of
Yeah, I mean, the thing that we've done it before. We've been on a trip like this. There's going to be some downtime on this trip. I thought we played great in our first one at Oregon and struggled early against Washington, but turned it around, maybe played our most complete 20 minutes of the season. So, having experienced it one time already, we'll hopefully handle it well again. But, we're playing 2 teams, that provide certainly some, challenges with the way that they play. And, if we want to have a chance, we're going to have to come out and play with great energy.
This was Joe's last game as a member of your staff. Just what has he meant to your staff through most of the season that he's been
Yeah, I mean, more than anything, I'm thankful that, I was able to spend, the time that I did with Josiah Alec from last year as a player, helping us get to the NCAA tournament, coming home when he had a lot of options on the table. And, we'll always be thankful for Josiah for playing a huge role in getting our team back and really helping, stick with the culture that Sam Griesel and Emmanuel Bandamel provided for this team. And he's been great. He's great for the young guys. He's been awesome for our freshmen, for Braden and Nick and Justin. And, he's done whatever we've asked him to do, which isn't easy to do as a player. He still has a player's mentality, but, if he has to go out and get coffee for everybody, he went out and got coffee for us. So, I'm excited for this opportunity for Josiah, and I know he's going to do great.